Hey, what's up, everybody? Peter Gilmore here, once again, for another video, another twofer, your Monday episode number, well, not episode, video number 2 on your Halloween, October the 31st, 2022, or if you're now watching this particular video on the replay, it is now the 1st of November, All Saints Day, 2022, but this time it's on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video. Hit that thumb straight up, though. You know what? Right up Susan's you-hoo-hoo-hoo. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to my other channels, which are down there, dude, in the description box below. And as always, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Share the video all over the internet. And don't forget to tap and slap that bell. Basically treat it like it's your bitch. And turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. And if you do, well, fuck you, man. And that's pretty much it. This is your first time watching? Well, welcome to the party, pal. And I hope you enjoy the content. So if you do, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below in the comment section. Subscribe to my other channels, show me love and support as well. And if you dare, if you're real, if you're not, get the fuck out off my channel and off my social media accounts. But if you're real, then up on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and share the video like I said, and hit that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss a goddamn thing. But if you do, then search my channels for the latest video, and it should be there somewhere. But it is what it is. That's all right, ladies and gentlemen. It's past Halloween, so I hope you had a great Halloween. You went out trick-or-treating or whatever you did, to go to a bar or a Halloween party or whatever you did this weekend and today. Hopefully you were safe and sound and did a lot of things. I really didn't do much. I did go to a Halloween party with the missus a couple of days ago, and it was all right. Nothing big. You know, we had a couple of drinks, sang some karaoke, and then went home, went back to sleep. No, we didn't have the drunk sex, which, as we all know, is the best sex of them all. We didn't have that. No, we just went to sleep because I was too tired to even want to fuck. But you know what I mean? But it is what it is. You got to take a couple of days off from, you know, fucking that sweet ass, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. Well, we had all that. And a bag of chips. So we had that. So it was a good weekend. And now we're rolling into the month of November. As of this video, it is 12:24 a.m. on November the 1st, 2022. We are just under 4 weeks away from Thanksgiving. Thanks to the Lord. And the start of the holiday season. And everything after that. The greatest day in the world is coming up in about 6 weeks from Saturday. And then right after that, the week after that, is New Year's Eve. And then we turn the calendar year over to the new year, 2023, which I hope is a better year for me and for you and for everybody else. And if not, well, too bad. That's it. All right. On this Halloween edition of the video on the Killer Demons channel, check out my Halloween video, TSL number 40, down below in the description box below. And I just talked about Halloween, and basically that was it. And I was in my mask. You know, it's right. You know, my mask right here. Right here. Ugh. So in that, you know, in this moment here, basically that's what I kind of was for Halloween. A little in this moment fan and all that good shit. And whatever you were. And to everybody else, you look like yourselves. Ugly. But I digress. Or trolls from Resident Evil 8. You know, that little frog type enemy. You know what I'm talking about. That one, the third one of the four. Not Lady D, hardest one. Then the frog, and then Eisenberg is just a pain in the ass. And then when you get some Miranda, it's pretty easy. She's not a pushover, but she is hard. What it is. And then if you downloaded the new content, the story with Rose, Oh no, you're gonna pull your hair out for that game and almost have a heart attack doing that game. That game is hard. Pretty much it's a puzzle game, and you gotta craft a lot of weaponry because not that much ammo in that game. Especially when you get to a certain part in that game. It's only 4 hours. The whole gameplay is 4 hours, but still pretty damn good shit. I'm watching some of the content now. I've actually played some of it. It is fucking hard. And not to give most of the game away, but Duke is now a bad guy. You know, Duke, when you go to Duke and you get all the weapons and shit in the original game, now is a bad guy. We'll figure that one out. It is just an amazing side story to the original Resident Evil Village. So I don't know how it ends because I haven't got there yet, but it is what it is. I'll get there eventually, but I'll wait for God of War Ragnarok to come out. That's gonna be an epic game. Can't wait. And I digress. But anyway, on this Halloween, October the 31st, 2022. Like I said, check out TSL number 40, my Halloween video. And that's pretty much it for that. Alright. On video number 2, on this lovely Monday night, it's Monday night. And you know what that means? It is time for your late night, Monday night review for Halloween, October 31st, 2022, from the American Airlines Center in Big D, no, not my pants, Big D, Dallas, Texas. Alright, this is the go-home show before this Saturday's Crown Jewel 4 event in that shithole country named Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Bleh. So, this is the final live show before Saudi Arabia, because SmackDown is going to be taped on Friday. And then we're live on Saturday afternoon at 12 o'clock Eastern Time, which is probably going to go to about 3 o'clock Eastern Time. So between 12 and 3, we'll get this pay-per-view and watch-alongs, and then reviews after, from 3:15, 3:30 to 4, 5, 6 o'clock. Because there's nothing else happening next Saturday night. And then we got that, and then we're on the road to, TNA has a pay-per-view called Overdrive on November the 18th, Full Gear on the 19th, so we're going to be talking about that for the next couple weeks, giving up for that. Then after that, to end the year, we got Ring of Honor Final Battle and NXT Deadline at the same date, December the 10th, but Ring of Honor is at 3 p.m. with a 2 p.m. buy-in, or the 0 hour, the pre-show. So that's going to go to about 5:30, 6 o'clock with that. And then NXT Deadline, their new pay-per-view, or whatever it's going to be. Yeah, I guess it's a new pay-per-view name, not TakeOver. But NXT Deadline at 8 p.m. from the Capitol Wrestling Center in Orlando, Florida. So, what are you going to watch that day? I'm watching Ring of Honor. I might watch a little bit of Deadline. I mean, really nothing to do that day, but I don't know. We'll see what happens when we get to that date. But it is what it is. Alright, so as always on commentary, we have a commentary team of Kevin Patrick and Corey Slave. And I want to send my condolences out to Corey and his beautiful wife, the Queen of Staten Island, Carmella. Oh, man, what I saw on Carmella's Instagram and on Twitter of what happened to Carmella. She had a miscarriage. I think she had one miscarriage, then she had another miscarriage, and she had some type of thing called epictodia. I don't know what the term is, but she was in the hospital, and so it looked like she had a second miscarriage. So so it's really a sad day for Carmella and Corey Graves. So my heart and my prayers and condolences go out to Carmella and Corey, trying to start a family, their first baby. Well, Corey's got kids, but his first kid with Carmella. And they tried twice, and, sadly sadly, God took their baby away twice now. So my thoughts and prayers go out to Carmella. I'm surprised Corey's even on the show tonight. With going on, but then again, he's a professional. He's like, all right, I do the job, and So, but my heart goes out to Carmella, and hopefully, they can have a beautiful, normal baby. The second one was abnormal, and then she was having pain in her side, and then she told this whole story on Instagram about some term I can't even pronounce. I think it's epictodia. I never heard it before. I think it's another word for miscarriage. And you don't want to hear that. After getting a positive pregnancy test, you're like, you're all happy, you're gonna have a baby, and then sadly things happen. Sometimes the body rejects the baby, and I'm not saying God kills babies or anything like that, but maybe he told Carmella, like, you're not ready to have a kid just yet. I don't know, but hopefully Corey and Carmella get through this. It's gonna take a little bit of time before they maybe try again for their first baby. Hopefully, third time's the charm. They have a beautiful baby girl or a baby boy, and we'll see what happens with that. That's why we haven't seen Carmella in so long, because of the miscarriages and just not doing so well. Plus, she has an injury, so not so good in the Carmella Corey Graves clan. But like I said, my thoughts and prayers go out to them, and please give your thoughts and prayers to them as well in the comment section or on their Twitter and Instagram page. And that's pretty much it. So, really sad day in the world of professional wrestling with those two people. And we move. All right. We got my good buddy from the UK. Rally Sport Rallies in the chat. What's going on, dude? He says, hi, Pete. Oh, hello to you, good sir. Happy November to you in the UK. 5:33 in the morning. Pretty soon you're going to have tea and crumpets with the Duchess and the King. Maybe. I don't know what you're going to do in the morning. It's 5:30 in the morning there. 12:33 here in the Northeast. But, yeah, we'll move on from there. Anyway, okay, next comment he says, I thought Raw was quite good tonight. Brock, Alexa Bliss, Asuka, new champs. Don't get me started. I'm upset about that. I ate Alexa Bliss simp. She's gorgeous. Oh yeah, but I know you're the resident Alexa Bliss simp. At least you're not JD, who rats on every single fucking women's wrestler. He did Alexa Bliss not once but twice. Got chewed out for that. He even dissed Ronda Rousey. Surprised Ronda Rousey didn't go and beat his ass. And now what I did, the video I did yesterday, which uploaded this morning, because I don't know why it was uploaded this morning. I think my internet messed up or something like that. But in any event, watch that video on my rant channel, another JD rant, basically ripping Jerry, JD, a new asshole for him going after Jade Cargill, because Jade's taking on Marina Shafir, and he's like, please God, no, and then Jade went after him, he went after her, and it kept going back and forth, and basically Jade ripped JD a new one. So it's just the same fucking shit with JD. The same fucking shit. And that's all I gotta say about that. So watch it. It's on the rant channel. The link will be down below in the comment section of the video. And that's pretty much it. All right. Thoughts and prayers to Carmella, Corey Graves. Yes, please, prayers to them. And hopefully the Lord Jesus Christ blesses them with some healing power, and maybe later on, Carmella and Corey try again, and hopefully the Lord Jesus Christ grants them and blesses them with a beautiful baby boy or baby girl. And that's pretty much it. That's it. So that's that. All right, Will Riley, I hope you had a good Halloween. If you dressed up or anything, I did see a video from you today. Good stuff, as always. Keep going, sir. Keep going. You'll get there. You'll get to 150, hopefully by Christmas, or at least by the start of 2023. But we'll see what happens with that. So subscribe to Will Riley Sport Rally right now. All right. So like I said, we are live from Big D in Dallas, Texas, at the American Airlines Center. So we start off with the opening sequence. The pyro goes off. We are live and in color. So the fans are all riled up because Brock is in the building. Roman's going to be in the building. Who's going to come out first? Well, neither one came out, but we do get the Raw Women's Champion, the woman with that fake braid, and her name is Bianca Belair. She's Bianca Belair. She plays for the hair. That's not even the hair. She's Bianca Belair. So she comes out for our first match of the night, because a little less talk and a lot more action here on Raw. So there you go. So Bianca takes on the crazy psychopath herself, who kind of came back to her sanity days. No more Nikki Asshole. Now we call her Crazy Nikki Cross. So Crazy Nikki Cross will take on Bianca Belair in a non-title affair. And the match is all right. It's also with Bianca driving Nikki into the corner. Nikki sticks her head out and starts shouting at Bianca to hit her. She's like, "Come on! Hey! I'm crazy!" Okay. Maybe she should hang out with CM Punk. You know, he digs those chicks. You don't need AJ. What? Okay. Anyway, so I was like, okay. Starts beating the crap out of her. Because they get to the outside and they get tied up in the ring skirt. You know, vintage Nikki Cross puts her in the ring skirt, beats her up in the ring skirt, beats her up, and the referee's like, "Get in here!" Anyway, they go back in the ring, and Bianca manages a suplex, but she's favoring her leg. Uh-oh. And but it's fine enough to hit the handspring moonsault, but Nikki grabs a rear naked choke. They go out to the floor to break up the hold, and then Damage Control, well, two-thirds of Damage Control, Dakota Kai and my third wife, Io Sky, looking hot as always. And they come out to distract the referee, which allows Bayley, don't give me a hug, to sneak in from the other side, right on the timekeepers area, where Bianca was outside, and sends Bianca into the ring post. Ow! Then she throws her in. Nikki beats the crap out of Io and Dakota Kai, but walked right into Bianca, who was ready for her, picks her up, hits the KOD. 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair gets the win in just under 9.5 minutes. And that's all I gotta say about that. And the match was alright. I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. After the match, the entire Damage Control comes in for a 3-on-1 beatdown. I think it was a 3-on-1 or 3-on-2 beatdown. But then we get the return of Alexa Bliss and my first wife, Asuka. Nobody is ready for Asuka except my dick. Pretty much. She's my first wife. But it is what it is. And I'm just saying that, you know, it's not true. They're not my first wives. I'm just saying it because it's funny. If you don't like it, fuck you. But Asuka and Alexa Bliss come out, and they clear the ring, and they get the save on Bianca, and they take Nikki Cross out too. That's pretty much it. So we get that, and we move on. We move on from there. All right. After that, we get a look back at what happened on the Raw season premiere from Madison Square Garden, where Brock Lesnar came back, went right after Bobby Lashley, hit a whole bunch of F5s, and we found out after that, Seth Rollins came out and beat Bobby Lashley to become the new United States champion. And we're gonna have a sit-down interview between Bobby and Brock in different places, obviously, in the arena. So we got that coming up in a little bit. All right, after that, we go to the back with Kathy Kelly, who kind of looked like Saraya Knight, you know, Paige. Maybe she dressed up as Paige, I don't know. But anyway, so we had Kathy Kelly in the back interviewing Asuka, Alexa Bliss, and Bianca. You know, Bianca was talking about her last woman standing match with Bayley. She says, I'm going to beat her ass, I'm going to retain my belt. And then Lexi and Asuka are talking, and basically Lexi challenges Dakota Kai and Io for a women's tag team title match later on in the night, which was later accepted in a different segment. And then Asuka says her usual stuff like, oh, I don't know what I know, sushi, no, stuff like that. And I understood everything she said. Basically said, I'm going to kick your ass, because nobody is ready for Asuka and Alexa Bliss, you know, stuff like that. So we'll see what happens in the main event. I'm surprised that was the event tonight, but we get that. So then we move on from there. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, after that was supposed to be the screen interview between Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley, the almighty Bobby Lashley. But we started off the interview. It was supposed to be with Kevin Patrick and Corey Slave, but Brock's not there, so they just talked to Lashley. And he's like, oh, this is typical Brock, blah, blah, blah. So he talks about being ready to prove he is more than just a Brock Lesnar knockoff. And he mentions like, oh, I beat you at the Royal Rumble. You've been ducking me for 20 years, blah, blah, blah. And then we hear the music of Lesnar in the arena. Then we cut to the arena. Brock comes out to a big pop, gets to the ring. He says, good evening, Dallas. With his big cowboy hat. Cowboy, not doing some cowboy shit, but he's a cowboy. Because he's an ultimate farmer. Anyway, so he gets to the point. He says, I'm not here for an interview, but rather for a fight. So get your ass out here right now. So what happens? Lashley, he waits. And Lashley then goes to the ring. Brock meets him in the aisleway, and they start throwing down big beefy men, slapping meat all over that aisleway. Whole bunch of freaking agents and referees and even half the roster come out, probably from catering. They all come out to try to stop it. Even Hunter comes out from the gorilla position, comes out, tries to stop this mess, and they break away for a little bit. They bring Lashley all the way to the top of the ramp, and Brock is by the ringside area, and then Hunter's trying to like keep control, and he goes over to Brock, and he's telling Brock, like, don't you do anything stupid, don't do that. And Brock's like, fuck you, Hunter, and then he starts like zooming all the way to where Lashley was, and kind of jumps him, and they still fight, and they have to be broken apart again. Then you see like Riddle with his freaking sandals and a hat, like trying to hit somebody. I'm like, what are you doing, Riddle? Go back on the back and smoke all the bong, okay? Get out of here, moron. But anyway, cooler heads prevailed, and finally they get separated. So that was a pretty decent segment. I gave 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens on Saturday night, or Saturday afternoon, I should say, in their the next match in their little feud, I guess. They've had, I think, like, this is their third match, I believe. Because the last time they fought was at the Royal Rumble, where Brock had the title and Bobby beat him. And there you go. We move on from there. And I think Brock is probably going to beat Bobby Lashley this time. I think Brock's going to win, but we'll see what happens with that. It's going to be big, beefy men slapping meat in that ring, and we'll see. All right, so 3.25 out of 5 stars for that. And we move on from there. All right, then we get to our next match. We have Austin Theory, Mr. Money in the Bank, still has not cashed that in. We don't know when he's cashing it in. If not this year, probably sometime by WrestleMania time. Probably, hopefully he'll lose. Anyway, he takes on the United States champions, Seth freaking Rollins. Burn it down! You gotta love that theme. It's just an amazing theme. Anyway, this is a non-title match. Basically kind of came out of last week where Theory came out and Austin beat Ali with a little bit of help from Seth Rollins, and I think Seth Rollins beat him up after that. But in any event, we start the match. Match is okay, nothing great. Rounds sweep the leg down, no son. Austin takes him down, grabs a 1905 headlock. Goes to the pedigree a little bit early. Theory bails and goes out to the floor. Rollins heads out, gets rammed into a whole ton of things. Like the ring post, the announce table. Did it hit Kelly, please? Damn. So puts Theory in control as we go to a commercial break. We come back. Rollins hits a suicide dive, followed by the basement super kick for a near fall. He goes up to the pedigree a second time, but gets reversed into a bling buster on the knee or collateral damage on the Adam Cole bit day. Theory gets a near fall out of that. Then he hits a standing blockbuster for a near fall, and the fans thought that was pretty damn cool. He goes for 8 count down, but gets broken up. But Theory smacks Seth in the face with a super kick, then a forearm as both men go down. And with nothing else working, Theory tries for his own version of the pedigree, but that's not a good thing to do, dude. As it gets reversed by Seth. Seth kicks him in the gut, then he hits the stomp. 1, 2, 3. Seth freaking Rollins gets the win in just under 15 minutes. Match itself was okay. 3 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. Now we don't know what is going to happen with Seth Rollins. He may be facing Ali at the pay-per-view for the United States title, or I don't know what's going to happen. But we'll see what happens with that. So 3 out of 5 stars for that. And we move on from there. Alright, then we see a black car coming into the parking lot, the ever-popular parking lot. But this time, nobody got hurt, nobody got abducted or anything like that. Somebody comes out of the car, and it is our tribal chief! The Chief is here. The Universal Heavyweight Champion, the Undisputed Champion himself, Roman Reigns, with the wise man himself. My name is Paul Heyman. So they're about to go to the ring for a little chat. No Usos, no Sami Zayn, no Solo Sikoa. I guess they're out on the town doing their own thing, being Usi, I don't know. Maybe they're at a strip club, I don't know. But anyway, we go to break. We come back with Roman and Paul in the ring for a chat. Fans are going nuts because you got to put your ones up for the bloodline and the prophecy because we're both the ones. We're better than you, and you know it. Anyway, the fans start chanting, "Ooh, see, ooh, see." Is that going to be a shirt? I would like to get that shirt. So anyway, Roman kind of breaks the character again a little bit. But he assures us that Jey Uso will be a much more Usi man pretty soon. He'll be back to being, main event Jey Uso or Jey Uso, whatever you want to call him. So after that, he says, "Well, that brings me to Crown Jewel, where I'm facing someone, basically who's had only 2 matches under his belt. That is Logan Paul. By the way, fuck his brother Jake Paul, who cheated to beat Anderson Silva in that fight the other night. That was a stupid ending. Horrible ending. But anyway, so, Roman laughs about, basically laughs that off, and laughs off the Logan Paul threat that he's going to actually beat him with, 1 punch. Blah, blah, blah. But Paul Heyman sounds a little bit more worried. He's like, I don't know there, my tribal chief, I don't know. So then The Miz comes out, of all people, The Miz. He comes out and says, I know Logan Paul better than anyone, even you, and kind of wants to kiss up to Roman and says, well, I know his secrets, I know his weaknesses, I know his strengths and shit like that, and, if we work together, you help me against Mustafa Ali, I help you against, Logan Paul. Blah, 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 blah. So Roman's kind of toying with Miz, and he's looking at Paul, hey, I like this guy. Miz should have just shut his mouth because Roman thought about helping him, but next thing you know, boom! Miz hits the Superman punch, knocks him out, and Roman's nah, not interested. And that's pretty much it. So that ends that. So I gave Roman's segment 3.25 out of 5 stars. And we'll see what happens on Saturday afternoon, I should say, well, Saturday night in Saudi Arabia against Logan Paul. And hopefully hell does not freeze over and Logan Paul beats Roman, but I don't think Roman's going to lose to a schmuck like Logan Paul. He's going to continue on as champ. He's getting really close to 800 days right now as champ. I think he's going to keep going all the way to WrestleMania, and where he's probably going to lose to Cody Rhodes, possibly Bray Wyatt. If not, I don't know who. It's not going to be The Rock. Hopefully not, but if it is 3 people that can beat Roman, it's Killer Cross, Bray Wyatt, or Cody Rhodes. That's all I got to say about that. And we move on. All right, we go to break. We come back. Miz is in the trainer's room. I think he was with Byron Saxton. And really doesn't want Johnny Gargano's video where he's going to expose the truth about this whole thing with him and Dexter from last week. Say, oh my God, I'm going to tell this. I'll tell the truth next week, blah, 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 shit. So he doesn't want that to air, but we're going to get it anyway. So then Mustafa Ali comes in and basically says, hey, you got really small balls. Okay. Tell us something we don't know there, Mustafa. Miz says he has massive balls, but how would you know? Have you seen his massive balls there, Mustafa Ali? Something we don't know about you? I know you have 3 kids, but, do you swing that way too? I don't know. We have to ask Maurice that question, the real question. Does he have massive balls? I bet he doesn't, but I digress. So we get that, and I gave that 2.25 out of 5. And we move on. All right, then we get to our next match with the Machine Gun. Paul Anderson, who's about to basically vacate the Never Openweight Championship to Julio on November the 5th. Because Carl Anderson is going to be in Saudi Arabia for some type of match that I think it's going to be it's going to be the OC against the Judgment Day, so he can't really fight in 2 places at the same damn time. So he's going to have to vacate that belt, and really Carl Anderson says, I'm not vacating the belt. So I guess they're going to give it to Julio by forfeit. I don't know how he's going to get that belt on November 5th at Battle Autumn. So I guess we'll have to see the pay-per-view to see that, but we'll see. But anyway, Carl Anderson takes on the man himself, Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. And Judgment Day comes out all by themselves. Damian comes out. Rhea Ripley comes out with her man, Dominic Mysterio, and Fiend Balor all come out, and then Carl Anderson comes out with the phenomenal AJ Styles and the big man, Luke Gallows. So you know there was going to be a real clusterfuck ending coming out of this. But anyway, it was not a long match, about a little over 7 minutes. Big brawl to start. They head outside. We got a Judgment Day distraction. I think it was by Rhea Ripley. Let's Damon get a cheap shot. So we go to break. We come back. Carl Anderson fights up, and looking to end the match. But Rhea Ripley causes another distraction, which lets Damien take him down again. Goes for the Reckoning's all loaded up, but Anderson reverses that into an inside Kratos circa 1931. 1, 2, 3. Carl Anderson picks up the shocking win over Damian Priest, which sucks. So there you go. Time of the match 7:15, and I gave it 2.25 out of 5 stars. Didn't like the ending. I thought it was going to be like a clusterfuck no contest, but we'll have to see what happens with that. So 2.25 out of 5 stars for that. After the match, the brawl is on. Rhea is left alone with the OC, but the rest of the Judgment Day come in. They hit Luke Gallows in the nuts, basically, and then take out Carl Anderson and AJ Styles with the coup de grace, and Damian Priest hits the lasers head, Chico, hits that move on AJ, laying him out. And, yeah. Then after that, more of a beatdown just to end the segment. So Judgment Day once again stands tall, but I don't think they will at Crown Jewel. But we'll see what happens with that. And we move on from there. That's it. All right, then we go back with MVP, who laughs off the idea of Braun Strowman beating Omos, Big Black Diesel himself, at Crown Jewel in a big beefy man-slapping meat match. MVP says he will be at SmackDown with a big surprise for the big man Braun Strowman. I only can imagine what that would be. I think Omos is going to be at SmackDown. They're going to have a beatdown, and we'll see what happens with that. But SmackDown's already taped. I don't even have the results yet, so I guess I'll have to wait till later tonight or tomorrow to look at the results and spoilers and all that shit. We'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. All right. Then we get to our next segment. We have JBL, John Bradshaw Layfield, coming down, kind of skipping to the ring a little bit. Actually, he's all happy to be in his home state of Texas, because he's a wrestling god. So he sucks up a little bit to the Texas fans by listing off various Texas sports teams and legends. I guess the Cowboys, and I guess the Astros and stuff like that. Then he insults kids to go door to door begging for food on Halloween. Okay. He said no one in this arena deserves to be called a Texan. So as for everyone here, get on your feet for Baron Snorbin Corbin. And nobody stands up because Baron Corbin sucks. So he comes out. I don't know what the fuck he was wearing. Did he like steal a Persian rug from a floor somewhere in a hotel? It looked like a tracksuit. I don't know what it was. Persian rug turned into a tracksuit. I don't know. But anyway, he gets the ring. Then everyone's spending their last dollar. They come spend every last dollar they have. And the truth is, and then I'm like, oh no, it's not the truth. Our fool comes out, or false, or truth, whatever you want to call him. He comes out as Cowboy R-Truth, not doing a lot of cowboy shit. So he comes out with a horse between his legs. Should have something else between his legs, you know what I mean? But not that. Anyway, JBL calls Truth a buffoon. Truth wants to know what is up with the costumes. And the fight is on. JBL throws his hat at Truth, which is quote to hit the end of days, and basically we got nothing. So that's it for that. And we'll move on from there. So I gave that 2.25 out of 5 stars. I was going to give it a dud, but I raised it to about 2.25 out of 5 stars. All right, before we go, I have to take a break, go to the bathroom in a minute. But next segment, we got Nikki Cross talking with Damage Control. Basically, they take up Alexa Bliss and Io's challenge, the tag team titles, and that's pretty much it. All right, one more comment from Real Guys for Rally before I have to take a small bathroom break. I'll be right back. Happy Halloween, I forgot to say. Well, happy Halloween to you, sir, too. Did you dress up? Or did you just have a great day? I didn't really dress up. I mean, I wore the, Blood 1983 shirt again. And then I wore the mask. And wore my gloves, of course, that I got for Halloween. And everything. And, I did TSL 40, just talk about Halloween, just saying happy Halloween to everybody. I was going to do a top 5 favorite Michael Myers movies, but I tried to upload it 3 times and something happened with my phone. I don't know what's going on with my phone, and my internet's so fucked up as it is. I have to buy a new router pretty soon. I keep saying that, but I'm thinking I have to call the company. And it's already broken almost to bits right now, but still works. Hopefully, I don't have to pay an arm and a leg to replace it. But I did call the company and asked if I can go to a store to just replace it. They give me a new one. And then I think the agent told me that I'd have to bring it back. But I have to send it back. And it takes 5 to 8 days. I'm like, I can't really do that because I need the internet for work. So I'm gonna have to stay with this for a while. But I will be going tomorrow. Well, I'm gonna show them a picture of the thing tomorrow and see what they say. If I can just bring it in, they give me a new one on the spot. That'd be great. But you tell me I have to ship it there. Hopefully, like I said, I don't have to pay an extra fee because it's broken and everything. I didn't break it; it just fell when I was cleaning a whole bunch of shit. It got tangled and everything, and I was trying to untangle it, and then it fell into my hand and messed up. So we got that. Anyway, I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. So I'll be back in about a minute or two. So I'll be back after this. We'll be right back. And Corbin hits Truth with the end of days. Bet you will get that next week on Raw that I don't care about. So I gave that 1 point. I'm gonna scale back. I said 2 out of 5 stars. I'm gonna scale back to 1 out of 5 stars, and that's all I'm gonna say about that. And we're gonna move on from there. All right, then like I said, we go to the back with Nikki Cross talking to Damage Control, or with Damage Control. We find out that EO and Dakota Kai accepted Alexa Bliss and Asuka's challenge for the women's tag team belts, so we're going to see that in the main event. And we move on from there. Alright, then we get to our next match, a holiday tradition on Raw and SmackDown, a trick-or-treat street fight. We had various pumpkins, Halloween decorations around the ring. We had a table full of candy. Blah, 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 blah. So we had Matt Riddle taking on the big tree trunk himself, Otis of the Academy, who, Matt Riddle came out dressed as Ezekiel with those weird, ugly, disgusting tights. Looked like he was naked. I was like, oh, ew. So Elias comes out as Elias. And then Chad Gable comes out, looked like he was dressed as either Doc Brown of Back to the Future or Beekman from Beekman's World, if anybody remembers that show from back in the late 90s, or the early to mid 90s. What are you doing there, Wrestling Canada? Are you dressing up today too? She's being funny. And so Chad Gable comes out. Oh, thank you! So he brings out Otis, who comes out in like black pants, trunks, I don't know what it is. And then both of them stripped down, and they're the Chippendale dancers, a la Patrick Swayze and Chris Farley from Saturday Night Live. I thought that was hilarious. They're doing the dancing. It was so funny. I loved it. But anyway, we get to this match. Match itself wasn't great. Anyway, they fight to the floor. We go to a really quick break. We come back. Otis works on a neck crank. Riddle comes back with a big knee. Otis then runs him over. Hits a worm. Hits the worm. I don't know. If he's got it too hot, he might be pissed off about that. But anyway, Riddle comes right back with a candy corn kendo stick. Candy corn. And then we get a World's Strongest Slam. Plants Riddle. It's about to win the match, but Elias sends Gable through a table. Because there's no disqualification, I guess. That distraction led Elias to put a pumpkin on Otis' head and sets up for the Gilmore Cutter! Bang! On the big man Otis. And Riddle goes to the pin. 1, 2, 3. Matt Riddle gets the win in the Trick-or-Treat Street Fight circa 2022. We'll probably get one on Friday. Maybe not on Friday. Who knows? But anyway, Riddle gets the win in a little over 7.5 minutes. Match itself was mid. And I gave it a mid 2.25 out of 5 stars. And that's pretty much it. And move on. Alright, then we see Bayley. Don't give me a hug. Basically giving Dakota and Io a pep talk right before the main event. And yeah, you could tell on Io's face that they were going to lose the title. But I was hoping for a miracle that it would retain the titles and hold on to it for another couple months. But it is what it is. But before we get to that, we have our next match. We have The Miz versus Mustafa Ali. Miz comes out, is a little bit banged up after what Roman hitting him right in the face, but he's still a professional, and he went on and did the match. So we start off with Ali stomping away at him. Ali threatens a shot to the face. Miz rolls him up for a near fall. Then a rolling neck breaker by Ali gives him a near fall, but he has to bail out of 450 as Miz got out of the ring. Miz rakes the eyes and sends him face first into the turnbuckle. Ow. As we go to break, we come back. Ali shrugs off the kicks of doom. But Miz plants him with a DDT, or the Miz DDT, for a near fall. And Ali sends Miz to the outside. He has to die before they fight over the announcer's table. Miz kind of wins that. And then Dexter Lumis comes out of nowhere, like shrieking from behind the announcer's table, and grabs Miz, tries to put him in the silencer, but Miz is able to get away before security ran Dexter off. But he goes to the ring, and Ali knocks him down right in position for the 450. 1, 2, 3. Mustafa Ali gets the win in just over 10 minutes. Match I didn't give 2 shits for, and I gave that 2 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it. And we move on. All right, then we go to a 60 minutes type segment with WWE Investigates, calling it basically like 60 minutes, with Byron Thaxton, basically looking at the Dexter Lumis Miz situation. So Byron talks to Johnny Gargano, who claims to have some bombshell news. So he talks about knowing Lumis for years, including various clips of The Way's wacky antics. I guess we saw that from NXT. You know, he was kind of dressed up as Indy Hartwell and Austin Theory and Dexter, which kind of looked ridiculous. Then Lumis lost his job, fell on hard times. So we get a reenactment of Lumis as an artist on the street. And then the Miz offers him $10,000 to fake the whole stalking ordeal for some odd reason. It's like, oh, I'll give you $10,000 if you stop stalking me. I have a lot of stalkers myself. I'm not going to offer them $10,000. I'll just offer them a jail cell. But I digress. It's like, you don't want to stop stalking me? Then you're going to jail. And you will be going to jail pretty damn soon. You 2 idiots. Or any other idiots that want to chime in with that situation. But I digress on that. Anyway, Johnny Gargano even produces a recording of the Miz talking to Lumis, where he doesn't talk, about the whole plan. He shows some more clips, suggests that the Miz is just doing this for attention. Then Gargano says somewhere, I think Miz stopped paying Lumis and the whole thing fell apart. So basically, this whole thing is about Lumis wanting Miz's money. That's the whole segment. That's the whole reason why Miz is going. I mean, Dexter's going after the Miz just for fucking $10,000. What? What? Excuse me, Hunter. Bruce. Stephanie. Hi, Steph. Is this your doing? Can you say this in my good ear, how bad this is? What is this? What is this?
Excuse me. Sir, is this basic? Now why would you use something so primitive as basic? It's DOS. It's MS-DOS.
So, I don't know what the freaking endgame is with this crap, but I want this fucking stupid freaking feud to end. It is boring. It's all enough good, now it's getting ridiculous with Johnny Gargano involved in this whole fucking thing. It's supposed to lead to The Way coming back, and I really hope The Way goes that way, or that way, and gets the hell out of here. This is boring. So, I gave this 2 out of 5 stars. I did not give 2 shits about it. And we'll move on from there. Alright, after that, we get the Crown Jewel rundown. And then we find out that our good friend Bray Wyatt is going to be appearing at Crown Jewel. Can Uncle Howdy be possibly there too? You know, Bo Dallas. Or we're going to get another character in this whole Wyatt 6 faction. Well, what's going to happen with Bray Wyatt? Is he going to get beat up by Uncle Howdy? And then maybe Uncle Howdy unmasks Bo Dallas. I guess we'll have to see Saturday afternoon at Crown Full 4. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we move on from there. All right, then we go to your main event of the evening. Women's tag team title match. We had Damage Control, Dakota Kai, my third wife, Io Shirai, taking on Alexa Bliss and my first wife, Asuka, because nobody is ready for Asuka, so I think. Here we move on. Alright, so we have Bianca Belair at ringside, Bayley as well with her friends, the champs. So it starts with Alexa stomping Io into the corner to start. Then we go back and forth. The fight is fast and furious. Io gets back up with a dropkick to the ribs. Dakota Kai comes in, stays on those injured ribs, but Alexa fights up and brings in Asuka to clean house with a quick suplex, dropping Dakota, then a clothesline cuts her off again, so Asuka's in full control. Then the champs are knocked to the outside, but Dakota Kai is able to dropkick Alexa down. Asuka kicks away at her best friend Io, that didn't sit well with me, gets taken down with a dragon screw leg whip. Ooh, went on that bad leg. Ooh. As we go to break, we come back. Asuka rolls up Io with a 1902 roll up from near fall. Get the hot tag to Alexa, who comes in and cleans house herself. She hits Code Red on Dakota out of the corner for a near fall. Asuka comes back in. Io crushes her in the corner, setting up a springboard missile dropkick for a near fall. Nice. But Io flies, but Asuka hits her with a code breaker out of midair, then grabs the Asuka lock. Looked like Io might be tapping. She's not going to tap, obviously. But the ref was distracted and didn't notice that Io did tap. No, Asuka, no, you're my wife and everything, but no. Ref did not see it, sir. So, anyway, the match continues. Bayley and Bianca Belair fight onto a box near the timekeeper's area. And then Bayley hits a Bayley to belly through the table, which was sick. But inside the ring, Dakota Kai kicks Asuka right in the face, only to get sent into the ring steps by Alexa. So I was like, yep, I'm sensing it. A title change is coming. And that's what happened. Asuka kicks Io in the head. And Bliss goes up top, his twisted bliss. 1, 2, 3, and why did Io have to take the pin? Damn it! Anyway, so we have new WWE Women's Tag Team Champions in Alexa Bliss and Asuka. But I do smell a rematch coming probably after the pay-per-view. Well, maybe even after Survivor Series. I think they're going to be fighting again So it's going to be Bianca, Asuka, Alexa Bliss, and Candice LeRae against Damage Control and Nikki Cross in War Games. So that's your 4-on-4 War Games match at the Survivor Series on November 26th from Boston, Massachusetts. And I will not be hesitant to say this, but maybe, just maybe, it is her hometown. We might see the boss, Sasha Banks, return. But that's a stretch. I'm just saying it's her hometown, but you never know. They might, there's this little snag in her coming back. But hopefully they can figure out something by November the 26th. Which is 25 days away from now, so about 3 weeks away. And hopefully they can do something. Maybe Sasha makes a surprise appearance and maybe goes back to the main roster on the SmackDown side or the Raw side. Then we just got to figure out what happens to Naomi. Or maybe Sasha and Naomi come back at the same date. I don't know. But we'll see what happens with that. So it looks like we're going to get War Games after what happens with Bianca and Bayley. I think Bayley will win that match. Get at least some gold back in the hands of Damage Control. And hopefully Io and Dakota get the women's titles back from Asuka and Alexa. Or I don't know who they will lose to. I think it'll probably be them. Or maybe a tag team on SmackDown, or maybe NXT, maybe Toxic Attraction, who knows. And that's all I gotta say about that. And we will move on from there. So I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. Sucks that Io and Dakota Kai lost. And Io, my third wife Io had to take the pin, which sucks even more balls. But at least my first wife, Asuka, becomes, I believe, a 3-time women's champion. Held it twice with Kyrie, and now once with Alexa Bliss. So I could be wrong on that, but we'll see what happens. Doesn't matter. But anyway, new champs And that's pretty much it for Monday Night Raw. And Monday Night Raw was mid, was okay, sort of okay, and then kind of fell flat the last couple hours. The main event wasn't anything to write home about. So basically a typical go-home show. And that's pretty much it. So we'll see what happens on Friday Night SmackDown, which is taped this Friday. I don't know how many views it'll get. I mean, this past Friday got 800 and I think 826,000 views for their show. Rampage, 375,000 for a live show. I guess that number was down because of the World Series Game 1. So Game 3 of the World Series was postponed tonight. It'll be played tomorrow. So Game 7 of the World Series will end this coming Monday, November the 7th. But then again, it's 1-1, so hopefully it will end by the weekend. It could end by Thursday if the Astros win the next 3 games in Philly, which is not easy. But I still think the Astros will win Game 7 probably on Saturday or Sunday or whenever Game 6 and 7 are going to be. But we'll have to see what happens tomorrow night in Philly. It's going to be nice the rest of the week, basically, for weather in Philly. So they should get all the games in, and we'll see what happens with all that. And that's pretty much it. All right, everybody, that's it. That's my video. Thank you all for watching. Check out my Halloween video, TSL 40, in the description box below. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you guys did for Halloween and what you dressed up as and all that other good shit. Don't forget to leave a comment on this particular video what you guys thought of Raw and all that other good stuff. And that's it. So I'd like to thank Real Rally Sport Rally for coming in for a little bit. Thank you all, as always, mate. I will hopefully talk to you tomorrow with my NXT review on the Peter Gilmore channel. And we'll go from there. As yeah, I'm trying to put out a lot more content every day or every so often. Not too much, because like I said, I'm taking kind of a step back. So that's why I did the video, my Sunday video, I did it late last night, even though it was uploaded like at 7, 8 o'clock this morning because my internet, I don't know what happened to it. I was going to redo it if I knew that was going to happen, but I woke up and the video was already up, so I was like, all right, fine. Leave it there. So we'll see what happens with that. But we move on from there. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for for coming in. As always, hope to see you tomorrow. As we'll talk about NXT, and then we got Wednesday night Dynamite. We'll talk about that. Thursday will probably be an off day, unless something comes up in the world of professional wrestling or music or anything else. And then Friday night SmackDown and Rampage. Late Friday night. Also in between that, TSL 41, my Crown Jewel 4 review, predictions, and then Saturday afternoon, probably about between 4 and 5 o'clock, I'll do my Crown Jewel 4 review right here on the Peter Gilmore channel. So lots of stuff coming your way, so you gotta hit that bell and subscribe to the channels, so because if you don't, you're gonna miss out on a lot of content, and that's all I gotta say about that. All right, I gotta get out of here. I gotta take another mean shit. So you didn't need to know that, but I just feel like saying it anyway. So I'm gonna get out of here, and might have a late night snack and then go to bed because I gotta go to work tomorrow. I got physical therapy to go tomorrow. I got other things to do tomorrow, and get ready to start the month of November. And it should be a good one. As of right now, we're 23 days away from Thanksgiving. Hopefully, you have a great Thanksgiving. Next Tuesday is election day, so vote all those Democrats out. Get them out of here, and hopefully, we'll start making America great again if Trump returns for another run, or if DeSantis runs next year, or anybody else who runs against Biden and that bitch Kamala Harris. But we'll see what happens when we get there. But go out and vote this next Tuesday, or you can vote now, up to, I think, next 7th, I think. But we'll see what happens with that. So go vote, please, and that's all I got to say about that. All right, Peter Gilmore signing off. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'm out. Peace out. Rock on and rock hard with your coat. And if you're not down with that, it's just too goddamn bad. It's just too goddamn bad, because I'm Peter Gilmore, and the prophecy, we're the greatest thing since sliced bread, and we're better than you, and you fucking know it, bitches. And that's all I gotta say about that. And if you're not down with us, we got 3 words for you. Fuck you, man. And that's it. Until next time, Peter Gomez signing off. I beat you adieu. Fuck you, man. Peace out. See you guys tomorrow. Peace. Rock on.